Hey, Crypto Growth Fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video with Crypto Viking. He's back. I've missed a conversation with him. This is a follow back on crypto, on WADZPay, and other coins as well. So you're going to be liking it. Do watch it till the end. Now, let me introduce to you Crypto Viking.
How's it going, everybody? Crypto Viking, Nick, call me whatever you want.
Yeah, so man, how's it going? Life's good, everything going good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Life is good. I wish some of my bags were pumping a little more at the moment, but life's good.
Yeah, bro, yeah. They will eventually. We need to stay a bit patient, obviously.
Of course. Crypto is
Uh,
all about patience.
yeah. By the way, man, when we last had our conversation, I was sitting at around, I think I was going for that 400 subscriber mark, and now I think we've got 930 subscribers. So this is full circle. For those of you who do not know,
Nice.
for those of you who do not know the new followers, Crypto Viking was one of the first who motivated me to make the channel and continue on to grind. So I credit a lot of my success or whatever I've done till now to him as well. So time and again, I try to have a conversation with him on X and privately, as well as like a conversation like this, and we'll make this a continuous trend as well. So it would carry on. What do you say, man?
Yeah, sounds good to me. I love talking to you, brother.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the current market, man? The Bitcoin, the overall crypto market?
Oh, it's definitely interesting seeing that 5% drop last night, and then seeing Elizabeth Warren come out with some bill to crack down on crypto this morning. It was definitely a wild 24 hours.
Yeah, it was bound to happen, brother, because the move of BTC was quite fast, and it had to retrace. It needed a catalyst, so the bill and this became a catalyst, but it had to retrace a bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, retracement's normal. It's healthy. I'm no I don't know technical analysis, but that's what everybody says. They say it's normal and healthy. So just need to relax and know what you hold and be patient.
I began my crypto journey with technical analysis, man. I read a lot of material on it, books on it, about stock market, stock technical analysis. And when then I came to realize when I got introduced to the crypto market that fundamental is the thing that gets a project going. I mean, technical analysis is really great for entry and exit and timing your price, but fundamental is the one that we should be looking at. What do you say?
You sound like you're a lot more knowledgeable on the subject than me. I actually just I'm trying I'm I got a trade placed right now. I'm messing around with a little bit of leverage trading.
Oh,
Just started.
okay.
Yeah, so I am very new to trading. I've done a little reading and I've watched some YouTube videos, but it seems like a very technical thing. So there's a lot to learn. I got a
Yeah,
lot to
yeah,
learn.
yeah. We're all learning. We all learning. There are a lot of community members as well. The viewers, there are a lot of knowledgeable. I constantly learn from their comments as well. I really gain insights from them. So this is a constant learning curve, in my opinion, and the industry is in its infant phase. So we're learning in this journey. By the way, man, I needed to ask you about the crypto in USA. What do you say, man, about USA in general, the SEC, the crackdown on crypto bill that was released today? So, what's your take on that?
I think it's all ridiculous. The government in the US needs to get their shit together. Excuse my language, but they need to get their act together. And I mean, these crypto companies are like begging for clarity, and the government is not providing it. And it's not good for anybody. It's not good for the U.S. economy. It's not good for the U.S. citizens. It's not good for the crypto market, and it needs to change. Something needs to change very soon.
Crypto is here to stay. The industry is here to stay. The other regions are gaining tremendously on the crypto adoption. Middle East, Africa, Asia, and as you said, USA needs to get its act together. I'll be a bit more mild and moderate, but they need to do
So,
it soon because obviously they would need to do a lot of catching up if they are late. And these delaying tactics are a mess, to be very honest.
yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I don't understand why they're doing it. It seems like it's all part of the plan. I really don't think it's accidental, but it needs to change. I mean, I've like buying WTK for me was extremely difficult, because a lot of the exchanges that WTK is on are not accessible in the US. So it's ridiculous. And most
Yeah,
people in the US have no clue about it because it's a very small portion of the population that's involved in crypto. So the majority of the population here has no idea how totalitarian our government has been with crypto.
yeah, you're right. I've got a lot of viewers who ask how to buy XYZ coin in USA. I mean, that shouldn't even be a question, in my opinion.
Yeah, it shouldn't, but it's difficult. If anybody needs to download a Nord VPN and you can do whatever you got to do. That's what I have done.
By the way, for the US viewers, you need to buy a VPN or tap into another VPN to buy crypto. So this was a tutorial 101 on how to buy a coin in USA. So
Indeed.
any yeah,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. So let us now begin with what the viewers want us to talk about. The coins of your choice. I've seen that gained interest in various coins other than WADZPay as well. BITTENSOR TAO. I've seen you talk about BITTENSOR. I've seen you talk about Kizuna, DIMITRA. Obviously, we're going to be talking about WADZPay as well. So let us, the viewers, know which coins do you think have potential to grow? I mean, what are your favorite ones from the current market?
My favorite at the moment are
Overall,
WTK.
the favorite, obviously, WTK is your favorite. I'm saying that the favorites, I mean, the coins that you truly believe in that would do well, five or six or whatsoever that you hold or like.
Well, everything I'll mention is pretty much stuff that I hold. So I mean, of course, WTK and Tau, Quant. I like Quant. I like Demeter. I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it
Yeah,
Demeter or
I think Dimitra, I pronounce it Dimitra, but I do not know.
Dimitra? Okay. Well, Dimitra, Rio. I like Rio. I
Yeah,
like
REALIO is good.
I like Kaspa. I've actually done some research into Kaspa in the past month, and I think Kaspa is a little pretty interesting. Did you know Kaspa means silver in, I think it was
Yes.
ancient Aramaic?
Yes. I've read about Kaspa even. I remember Kaspa was priced. It was listed on Maxi, and it was, I think, around 0.002 that I got introduced by it by some Cadena community members. If you do not know, Cadena is also a blockchain. Just it also performed well in the 2021 bull run. So they were talking about Caspa. So I went through their website and whatever. But I only invested a small amount and I sold it in the first rally. I have made small profit, but obviously, I didn't realize it would I mean, it would rally so hard. So to be very honest, that was a lost opportunity that I liquidated so early.
It happens. I've done the same thing before. That's one of my biggest fears is selling too early, to be honest. So,
The issue is,
I'll,
yeah, continue.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, I was just what was I saying? What were we saying?
Liquidation, early exit.
Oh, early exit. Yeah, that is, when you exit a position and then you see it 10x, it's very heartbreaking. So,
Yeah, but it happens with the newer coins. I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty going on. There are people, the community members on X and social media handles that are bashing a coin. I mean, obviously, it shakes one out when you're in a position when you've invested quite a chunk, then it shakes one out. But to be very honest, we shouldn't be shaken out from the ones that have good fundamental. This is why I was saying that fundamentals are important. The technicals were the one that was said that it is overbought, overbought. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, overbought. It was overbought and it was primed for a dip. And these technical experts couldn't predict anything on Kaspa. Kaspa shattered the technical indicators and the technical experts, to be quite fair.
interesting. And why do you think that is?
Fundamentals were strong. I mean, the fair launch and the hype gained, and more people got involved. Word of mouth, more people came to know about Kaspa. So it got listed in more exchanges. People got to know that what it aims to do, and still it doesn't have smart contracts, so it still has room to grow even at I think, $2.8 billion market cap at the moment. It still has room to grow when it implements utility use cases further. So yeah, this is how projects grow.
Oh, it's definitely got room to grow. Yeah, I'm a little sad I didn't get into it earlier. I made my first buy around 11 cents. So I'm a late comer, but better late than never. I mean, I hear some people saying, $1 to $2 is a strong
Uh,
possibility.
there is another one or two other coins like Terexa and Nexa that the community members are saying that would rally like Kaspa as well. So in line with Kaspa, they're a bit identical in what they're doing, fair launched and all of that, proof of work. So maybe the Kaspa money rolls into these projects and they rally. So you can check them out as well, Nexa especially.
Nexa, I will definitely check it out.
But obviously, we do not know. I'm just saying it might happen. Like, it's not necessarily that the money comes in, but the Casper community members are also know about Nexa and Terexa and these coins. So what happens is the money or the rally, the profits from Caspa or any project that has gone up comes trickle downs to these other projects as well, the narrative based. For instance, if in Singularity Net AGIX goes up in an AI coin, those that have made profit on that, the money comes down to these other small caps as well, like BITTENSOR TAO or Alright Chain or other of these AI narrative coins like VXV and all of that.
Right. Yeah. That's something I did not know when I first got into crypto. How people pull out of
Rotation.
one, yeah, how they rotate profits, and that's something I'm definitely learning how to do.
Yeah, there are a lot of strategies. Many people choose a single category like AI coins. They roll their money in the AI sector. The others choose gaming sector or the gaming category. So they basically become an expert of that gaming category. So
Right.
from Sandbox, they come down, and now Nakamoto Games and other from high cap to micro caps, basically, to make it simple from a high cap to micro caps, and this is how they roll, they rotate. So yeah,
Yeah, you were just talking about AI coins. I wonder what is the total market cap of all the AI coins at the moment. I remember seeing a post last week. I can't remember the number, but I think it was around like 10 billion or something for the total market cap of all the AI coins.
yeah, I think I read it a while ago. It was in the billions, but it is projected to reach trillions in a
Oh, it's
few years from now. I think 2030.
I mean, who knows how fast it can happen. AI is gonna, I mean, the advancements we've seen in the past year are pretty amazing. So I can't imagine what we're gonna see in 2024. And
And
AI is probably going to
yeah,
speed up the existence of AI is probably going to speed the advancements up even more.
I'll add on to this, bro. I had my thesis on artificial intelligence, basically, artificial intelligence's role in the international structure, basically international politics. So I was well acquainted with AI back in 2018 when I was doing this. I read a book of Yuval Noah Harari called Sapiens. From there, I got inspiration that yes, AI is a thing and it is here to stay. I did my thesis on it. But when I came to crypto industry, I saw these AI coins. I searched for them, all these coins. But I thought that they would pump after a few years, like in 2028, because people wouldn't catch on to them. And to be very honest, I was really, really early. These were, I mean, in the rock bottom prices. And then suddenly Chat GPT app happened. While I was watching them, I was scrutinizing them, that I might invest in them when the time comes, the time of AI comes. And it came in an instant when ChatGPT launched, man. And the market just boomed. So this was yet another experience of mine with AI coins.
AI has so much room for growth. I mean, it's just came out this year, pretty much, a lot of the AI tech. So we are extremely early. Like how, for instance, BitTensor, I mean, the growth it's seen the past year is just amazing. And I'm a little sad that I didn't get into it earlier. I was looking at it in like April or May, and I couldn't figure out how to buy it, to be honest,
Yeah, I
because
remember
it's so
that
hard.
time.
It's yeah, but it's so much room for growth with AI. I'm going to be focusing a lot of my energy into the AI sector because I think that's going to be the major narrative of this bull run. Like the last bull, it was NFTs and Web3 gaming, metaverse. Like I think this bull run is going to be heavily focused on AI.
AI and real world assets tokenization, that is going to be huge as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Projects like Alliance Block NXRA, LCX, REALIO that you mentioned, Rio, and
Real.
these coins are going to be getting some highlights and spotlight as well. I discuss them constantly in the channel as well. These are great coins projects, and the sector RWA is expected to grow by, I think, 16.1 trillion by 2030, the tokenization market.
Oh wow. What's the market cap at the moment? Do you know?
I think 1 trillion or something, if I'm not wrong. A community member can correct us if someone knows. I read it constantly, man. I forget. There's so much information, so much articles that I have to read. So it
Yeah,
small details. Sometimes I lose some of the details, man.
it happens. I do too, brother. There's a lot. I read for probably 8 hours a day, so it's hard to retain all that information.
That is awesome. That is awesome, man. That is great. And talking about Tao, man, Tao, BitTensor, it is revolutionary. People still don't realize that how revolutionary that is. It is basically taking AI models and the AI training algorithm from the centralized entities. So basically, what it aims to resolve is the privacy issue and the data, brother. The data is so large in these in the AI training models. What BitTensor does is sharding. Sharding basically means it breaks these data down into these small parts, and then it basically expands into these nodes, and it's trying to resolve various the core ethos of what AI should be: decentralization in the hands of the community, the miners, the validators. Basically, there's subnet infrastructure called incentivized competition mechanism. It is all structured in such a decentralized way that not a single player can gain prominence in the market and manipulate the network basically. And AI would continue on to grow and expand, and the knowledge basically it is the brain of knowledge, decentralized brain, in terms of AI and how we can tap into the best knowledge of AI and AI models possible.
That was a great explanation on BitTensor. Yeah, I think the project's amazing. It's AI needs to stay decentralized. That is a must. We cannot let corporations and governments monopolize this technology. I think that would be devastating for humanity, to be honest. So what they're doing is it's great for humanity, and it's an awesome project. I wish I
As
owned more, to be honest.
Yeah. But by the way, what I do not like is how quickly the market cap grow. I know it still has room to grow to hundreds of billions and tens and hundreds, and even it might even reach a trillion somewhere down the line. But I still would want it to be somewhere around 20 million or 30 million so that we could have invested and so
All right.
see it grow to 2 billion and then more, to be very honest.
Yeah, it happened fast. It went. I think the project came out in March of this year, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, yeah. So what? Like 6 to 8 months, it went to a $2 billion market cap.
Yeah, almost, almost.
That's crazy. It's but that's the power of decentralization and AI. I mean, that decentralization is always going to be a big narrative in crypto,
Like,
and
yeah,
AI. I mean, now that's combine those two narratives, and you got a killer project.
like Elon Musk has said, you might be a fan of him or not, but he said that AI is the biggest existential threat to humanity. I
For
mean, the
sure.
humanity as a whole, and the big narrative going forward would be ethical AI and how AI is going to be used for the betterment of humanity as a whole, and not in hands of bad actors.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's keeping it decentralized and making it more accessible to everybody is a good start, but I have heard Elon say that it's one of the biggest threats to humanity. And I mean, there's been movies about it. Terminator, iRobot.
Yeah.
you know it's a scary it's some scary technology, but it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere, so we might as well try to utilize it for the betterment of humanity.
I was reading yet again about Musk. He said, I think yesterday I was reading that he said that in 3 years, AI would reach the human level cognitive ability. I mean, so let's see where
in
this thing goes.
in 3 years, isn't AI already smarter than
Uh,
humans?
I mean, the humanoid level, the robots that you're going to be
Oh,
meeting. Yeah, I think he
okay.
meant in those terms.
Yeah, I wonder how I mean, is there going to be robots that are hooked up to the BitTensor network?
Let's
could
see
that
what
could that
happens.
be
Yeah, it can happen. Anything can happen now. I mean, this is the fourth industrial revolution. I mean, now I'm out of imagination that what can happen or what cannot happen. I mean, we might be teleporting here and then here, then there after a few years. I mean, time machines and whatnot. I mean, if you had asked someone from even before the Wright brothers, I mean, invented planes and Leonardo da Vinci and those people gave the ideas and designs. If we go back before the Renaissance and that time and tell someone that we're talking right now, I can talk someone who's sitting in USA. I mean, he would have said that you're a magician.
exactly? Yeah, yeah. We're teleporting our voice, so who's to say we
Yeah,
can't teleport our body?
but there's something that science, I think, has confined us with, and I think that the physics would stay intact. I hope so.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah,
That would be whoever tries it out.
so let's talk about WADZPay, man. Let's talk about WADZPay. The people want to hear about WADZPay. Since the last AMA, I remember the last conversation we left. What the WADZPay chain AMA was in line to happen. Talk about that, the experience, the AMA, and what's your take on WADZPay overall? Since that AM, talk about the AMA and the time after. Just go ahead. It's all yours. You can take on this.
Well, that AMA was a little disheartening. We were expecting some news about WPC and token supply. There was a lot of questions that the community had that were unanswered, and I have noticed since the AMA, the WADZPay team seems like they have been trying to be a little more. They've been posting more and trying to be a little better with communication. It seems like, which is good. It's a step in the right direction, but I think they could definitely do more. I mean, there's a lot of community members out there that are extremely involved in trying to inform people about WADZPay and WTK, and try to keep the community with a positive outlook. And the WADZPay team doesn't really seem to. I mean, I personally speak with some of the most influential WADZPay community members, and they, nobody has contact with WADZPay really. And I think, I don't know if it's different with other coins, if in the XRP community, if there's any big community members that actually have communication with Ripple or with XRP. I would think there is, but that's not the case in the WADZPay community. And I think it would be a good thing for the WADZPay team to get in touch with the community a little bit, because we're kind of the backbone of WTK in a way. We're out there pushing it and making sure we keep that FUD in check,
I totally agree with you, man. And in my opinion, that the AMA, WhatsApp Chain AMA, was a really good opportunity. And there was a lost opportunity, in my opinion. WhatsApp should have been trading at around. I'm not talking about price. I mean, I'm not interested in price. I'm concerned with fundamentals of these projects that I talk about. But obviously, people want momentum. People want price to appreciate. We cannot lie that we do not want that. We want that. And in my opinion, that AMA, if it had gone well, the price of WhatsApp would be around the 10 cents area, because I've seen Hello Labs, the coin, a project that I followed, it was around the price of WhatsApp. I was following them both together simultaneously, and that token, I'm not sure what the chart is what it is currently priced at, but a few days ago I think it was 0.13 cents, and the marketing and the team took right decisions over there. The community of WhatsApp is so great. It is so passionate. The enthusiasm is so great. I saw C2 Ruler posting a really good post today, cheat sheet of WTK. Kudos to him. I might cover that in a separate video as well. WhatsCheck made the community aware of the exchange that aims to scam people. So people like you and Ben, they're trying their level best. People like Claire as well, they're trying to their level best basically to gain momentum. The team has to reciprocate what the community is doing, in my opinion. They have to be a bit more clear regarding everything that the community demands. I mean, obviously, the CEOs, they are busy, they cannot do that, but they should, like you, they should, I agree with you that they should have some sort of an intermediary that can get the questions to the higher ups, and there should be a better line of communication, and the question and answers should be a bit more seamless. So, what do you say, man?
I think yeah, I agree with everything you said, to be honest. Yeah, they just really need to realize how important the community is. I mean, without a community, no matter how good a project is, if nobody knows about it, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to do anything. And I know WADZPay, they have their private chain live, and they've already got income coming in from their private chain. So they haven't been as focused on the public chain and on the community as well. I think they've been more focused on that private side, which doesn't really involve the community. But once they start focusing more on the public chain going live, the community is going to be very helpful. And I think it would be very wise of them to utilize the community. I want to help. So if they need any help, reach out to me. I'll help in any way I can. I'll do it for free too, So
Yeah, and one more thing, the questions, the hard questions should have been resolved in the AMA itself. They resolved the token. I mean, they tried to clarify the tokenomics issue after the AMA, which the people were expecting in the AMA. So they need to take
yeah,
take these little things seriously. that yeah, what we are doing, it might hurt the price. I mean, they're not concerned with the price, obviously, if a project is not that much concerned with the chart, but still, the investors are the ones that are holding their token. They are.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of people, that have been holding for years now. And I think WADZPay should be a little kind of, how do I put it, considerate, I guess, of the community members that have been holding on for years. And not that we're going anywhere, but it would be nice to have a little more clarity and
Yeah,
better
those that
communication.
those that have been through thick and thin, the ones that were there when the price supply increased for the reasons that they said, that obviously for bridging and swaps for the long-term growth. So there are a lot of people that have been trusting the project since that time. So I mean, they demand to I mean, the questions to be answered in a seamless way.
When you're invested in a token, like if you're invested in the WTK token, you're not invested in WADZPay, the company. You're invested in the token, but I think the company should have some respect for the investors in the token, because it kind of comes hand in hand in a way.
Yeah. By the way, what do you think about WhatsApp chain? Q4 is yet to end. What do you say? Would it be launched in Q4 or not? What do you think?
I don't know. I was just talking to some community members about that earlier, and there's a lot of speculation that it's going to be delayed. There's some people that think it's not going to be delayed. I'm hoping it's not going to be delayed. Stas in that last AMA, he stated that it's ready for launch. So I don't know. I don't know what's. I mean, I don't understand if they're like some people are speculating too that they're waiting on the VASP license for the chain to launch, and I mean, the chain's going to be worldwide, so I don't understand why they would be waiting for the VASP license. That's kind of.
Yeah, I second to that. I mean, a lot of people are saying that they do not need that WASP license to launch. So there are two camps of community members. I mean, there are also they love WhatsApp. Some are saying that they need a WASP license. The others are saying no, they do not need it. So two blocks at the moment.
Maybe it's not that they need it. Maybe they're just trying to not ruffle any feathers with Vara. Maybe they don't want to cause any problems by launching too early. That's maybe it's not necessary for they don't have to have the VASP license to launch the chain, but maybe they think it's strategically a good idea.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
can be a case. But
That's all. I mean, it's all
it's all
speculation. I'm just.
speculation. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. All speculation at this point. And what
Yeah.
about the Tier 1 exchange? I mean, do you think that they're also waiting for VASP or the full approval of VARA for that? And the Tier 1 is also basically integrated with a exchange in Dubai or something in that line. So this is why the Tier 1 exchange hasn't come, or what? What's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's just I don't know. I don't understand why they can't get listed on a more reputable exchange. It's not doesn't make sense to me. And the fact that they're on Uniswap too, that's a decentralized exchange.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't they get listed on? Is it? I mean, maybe it's the cost. I was actually in a Kizuna space recently, and they were talking about a little bit about getting Kizuna listed on an exchange and how I guess it's pretty expensive to do so. I didn't realize that. I thought I mean, I'm not sure exactly how it works. So if I'm incorrect, please correct me, but that's what I heard.
There are a lot of coins, I mean, who have less reputed coins that are launched in some good exchanges. I mean, so let's see what happens and where it
Who
goes.
who uh, who decides if a coin's is it up to the exchange, or
I
does the
think
like
sometimes the volume dictates that as well. There are a lot of decentralized coins as well that do not have like Cult DAO. I've discussed the coin. It is listed on, I think, Qcoin as well as Gate.io. And I do not think that the team has basically launched them in these coins. The volume and the hype around it, some of these meme coins and shit coins even uh, are trading in these exchanges. I mean, so sometimes the volume dictates it, the hype, but I do not think that there has been any coin that has had the hype and the passion of the community that of WADZPay community. Do you agree with me? WADZPay has been on
I
fire recently.
I I completely agree. The community is awesome, and I see
Even
comments all the time.
volume was great. I mean, two to I think it even reached 5 million if I'm not wrong. The volume.
I think at one point it was up to like 7 million, to be honest.
So
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, volume's amazing. There's a lot of hype around the project.
sometimes what
It's
happens is the team, I mean, they raise funds. I think I've heard it from some experts as well that they raise funds and then they approach these exchanges and they come up with a deal. So that is also a way to list it. So might be a lot of ways to list.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the community needs to come together and start seeing if there's anything we can do to help it along. Uh,
So yeah,
maybe because
yeah.
no, in the Kizuna space, they were just saying that they were, I don't know if it was Kizuna or another project, but they were saying how there's been projects that have done like crowdfunding and helped a certain token get listed on an exchange. I'm just This is what was said in a space the other day, so I haven't confirmed it all, but that's what I heard.
I'll come to your interest in Kizuna in Dimitra in a second, but one final question about WhatsPay. What do you think the price would be? Oh, no, not in the long run. In the short run, the I think it was 0.030 at the moment, if I'm not wrong. What do you
Yeah.
say that would it go down or go back up to 0.05 levels in the next month or so? What do you say?
Ooh, the next month is going to be interesting. I, I I know there's a lot of people out there accumulating. I still see people. A lot of people were happy with this dip. So, I mean, we might see it go down a little bit, but it also depends on Bitcoin and the entire market. If Bitcoin starts pumping, then I'm sure WTK will hold steady, at least I would think. But I think most people, I think a lot of people are scared that there might be a dump because if there's a delay on the chain launch.
Yeah,
I think I think a lot of the community is ready for that. So I don't know if we're gonna see as big of a dump as some people are expecting, but
yeah, if the chain is delayed, I think it's going to be dumping. So let's see if the chain is delayed because a lot of people are expecting the chain to launch in Q4.
yeah. Well,
So
that's what they said, and that's another thing too. Like if there is a chance of it being delayed, they should be communicating that because it would just make
alleged reason to be communicated because they explicitly stated that it is going to be launched in Q4. And in my opinion, when they've explicitly stated that, then it is their duty. I won't be hearing this that no, no, they're not bound to reply to us because they have set a certain expectation. They shouldn't even have set that expectation in the first place if they wouldn't.
exactly.
They are not. I mean, responsible to tackling that.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know why they would have if there was a chance of it being delayed. It doesn't make sense to me. But I will say I have spoken with a community member that actually does have some contact with some people at WADZPay, and he stated that they're working on it, and it's that the chain is like they're trying to make sure that the coding is perfect and everything is perfect. So I think I mean maybe the licensing issue is delaying things and they're just utilizing this time to make it better. That's what I'm hoping for.
But whatever it is, I hope that the communication is great and they have a solid reasoning and they communicated uh extremely well. In my opinion, they should do that.
Well, I think after that AMA in November, I mean there was a huge backlash from the community, and WADZPay saw that. They had to have seen that, and it's so I think they're trying to improve. It's just not happening fast enough. That's for sure.
So, anyways, we should hope for the best. So that's what we can do at this point.
Yep, that's what we can do. Just be patient. I mean, it's gonna launch. It's gonna launch. They've got a lot of partnerships. They're pursuing a lot of licensing all over the world, and I mean, it's all gonna come together. Just need a little patience.
Yeah, hopefully. By the way, man, what's your interest in Kizuna and Dimitra? I've seen that interest build up, so would want to share that?
Well, yeah, we can start with Kizuna. I love Kizuna. It's been a fun ride the past month, to be honest. I got in, I think, around like 4 to 6 mil market cap, and then saw it pretty much right after I jumped in skyrocket to like 20 mil market cap, and then go
Yeah.
back down, and then back up, and it's been a wild ride, but it's an interesting project. I don't know if you saw that they just announced a partnership with PAL AI.
Yeah, I saw Kizuna through BitTensor. Obviously, I've made a video. I mean, I think mine was the first video on Kizuna on YouTube. I do not do meme coins usually, but it was being associated with BitTensor Tao. They used BitTensor's ecosystem to build their coin. They used AI basically to build it in line with Shiba Inu and all of that. They built their brand. Even the crane they used, they have used on their logo. They used it via the BitTensor Tao's infrastructure. So in that regards, I was interested in it. I made a video on it, and at that time it was extremely undervalued. And after that, I mean, it picked up, and even the video is the one that has performed extremely well. So the community is building, and
Oh, the community is on fire, definitely.
yeah, the hype is building.
And I mean, it is a meme coin, I guess, but
Yeah,
it does have a bit of utility in a way. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. They run
the
subnet
subnet,
30,
the subnet, yeah, they run subnet 30 now, but still,
and
they have a
that's
lot
a
of.
I was just going to say that's a big undertaking. You have to have 300 Tau staked to even be able to register the subnet,
Yeah,
and then from what I've heard, it is extremely difficult to set up a subnet. Like, it's really technical.
yeah, yeah.
So
I have seen the process of setting up a subnet. It is a bit technical. It is difficult, obviously. It involves technicalities and expertise of AI models, and all of that. But what is the subnet doing? I mean, every subnet is unique. It is doing something, a function. So have you read it? That what does the Kizuna subnet
yeah,
do?
this one, it's all about coding and improving coding and making coding more accessible for people, for your everyday people. That's I have to go look at my laptop and probably give you a little better explanation. But it's for BitTensor to run, it needs competent coders. So it's kind of like Kizuna is almost complements BitTensor in a way, because it helps improve coding and make coding more accessible. So it seems like it's kind of maybe there for a reason in a way. I don't know.
That is good because it is giving it a sort of a use case as well, because I really would love it that they have use case. It was initially a meme coin, and I don't usually talk about meme coins on the channel, so this would be great. I mean, if it has a use case that even legitimizes the channel even more, that Kizuna finally has a use case.
I'll wait till Kizuna hits $1 billion market cap. You're one of the first YouTubers talking about it. You're gonna be a legend.
I mean, BitTensor Tao is the one that would be first and foremost. I think BitTensor Tao is going to be a mainstream name in the industry as well, in the AI in general. I really see it has a lot of potential to become that name.
Oh, definitely. I agree. I will be buying Tau up till probably about $1,000. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be buying as much as I can until it goes to that price. That it's I mean AI is gonna be huge, and BitTensor is definitely gonna be part of it.
And by the way, talking about AI coins, what about Dimitra? What's your interest in Dimitra? I have seen you talk about
I
it.
Yeah, no, I really like Dimitra. It's utilizing AI, iOS, satellite technology, and blockchain technology to help make agriculture more efficient and more environmentally sustainable. And it's a seems like it's a sleeper. Not many people are talking about it, and it's got a huge. I've actually talked to a few farmers in the past couple of days that are really excited about it. So that kind of made me a little more excited about it. And I mean, the agricultural industry worldwide is a $10 trillion industry.
Yeah,
So, and from what I've seen, there's not really any competition out there for it.
there
And
was.
there is a
Mhm.
need for it too, though, because there's a lot of governments that are actually starting to demand these sustainability certificates from farms before these farms are able to import into certain countries. Like the EU is starting to demand that. So I mean, this technology could be necessary for farms to even operate here in the future.
Yeah, when I was exploring AI coins a few months ago, even I think I saw Dimitra a while back. I saw it, but I didn't go into detail much. I saw that it is working on agriculture, but now when I saw their website and I tried to explore it a bit, I mean, it is solving a really big issue. I mean, their platform, the Connected Farmers platform, right? If I'm not wrong, the Connected Farmers platform basically is incentivizing and motivating the small farmers. They're saying that there are food shortages all over the world, and the population is expected to grow to 9 billion or so. And at the moment, there are 1 billion people who are hungry and they do not have food. And a lot of food is lost during these farming. So and the first world has the access to all these new tools and how to optimize farming and the agriculture, but the small farmers do not have access to that. So these platforms, I think, has connected almost. They have 100,000 users, and their app is available in iOS, Android, Play Store. It is basically trying to integrate these small farmers into the network, the platform, and help them incentivize and make agriculture easy. The database they're going to be sharing, that what they're doing, the tactics they're utilizing, so that a lot of food is saved and they make a lot of gains on these agriculture, because I read in the website that the small farmers barely have enough to feed their own families. And in the first world, the global north that we like to call, in the global north, the small farmers even have basically enough food supply for a community. So it is really a good project for the ones, I mean, that the underdeveloped countries as well, the small farmers, if they utilize and use this platform, they can give basically optimize the agriculture and provide not just for their families but the community as a whole. So I mean, this is a really noble act. What do you say?
That was well put, well said, brother. I completely agree. I think I mean I live in the US and there is a lot of waste, a lot of food waste. So we definitely need to improve that. There shouldn't be anybody going hungry on this planet.
Have you heard about the Malthusian theory?
No, what's that?
Thomas Robert Malthus was an 18th century economist, a British economist. He has a theory that the population, it uh, increases at much tremendous pace in comparison to the production, the agricultural production that we have, the food that we have. So what happens when the product, the or population increases and the food production, it gets stale? What happens is wars, famine, and diseases, plagues, and all that sort of stuff. So uh, this goes so deep. The what Dimitra is doing basically at a technical level and a deeper level, it might be a bit of an instigator to mitigate and curtail these wars, these famines, because if people get food, if people if the production gets in line with the overpopulation, I think that this would be resolved and we might see a little less bloodshed in the globe. I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. We definitely need it. There shouldn't, I mean, it's crazy to me that there's people going hungry on this planet. It's sad. It really shouldn't be happening, you know. And when I have more resources, I will do what I can to try to help fight it. And it's cool to see projects like Dimitra though doing what they can, you know. And I mean, they're a private company trying to make money, but they're also doing a good thing. So I like to invest in projects like that that actually have a you know have a are making the world a better place, trying
Yeah,
to at least.
yeah, and let's hope that your participation in the crypto industry, your and mine, and all the viewers that are watching that invest in these projects and they have a pump, and hopefully we can make it out of the matrix, like they call it. Then
Right.
let us try and make the world a better place. I mean, that is our responsibility. There will be a responsibility as well. I mean, somewhat.
Yeah, I've got three sons, so I wanna try to leave them a better
It
world
begins from
than,
home. It begins from home, and then obviously.
of course, education. Education. Your parents are probably very proud. You sound like you're a very smart guy.
Yeah, man, thanks a lot. And you seem to be a really positive person as well. We've known each other since a few months, but to be very honest, we've connected at a deeper level in terms of the positivity that you spread. And like I said before starting this, that even the channel has the growth and whatever it has happened, it was down to your positivity as well. So your sons
It was,
have a really good father to look up to.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to be positive. We all have our bad days, but
Yeah, obviously, man.
can't let it get to us. You know, got to try to spread that positivity and make the world a better place and lift people up. You know.
This is a rather good statement to end this. I mean, yeah, let us wrap it up at that. We've gone and talked for, I think, I do not know what time is it, but I didn't even realize how much we've talked. I mean, I do not know would the viewers be bored or not, but I really liked it, man. I really like this in conversation. And time to time, let us make this a trend as well. I mean, when we have loads of stuff to talk about together, we can talk about it and have a conversation. What say?
Yeah. No, let's. I'm totally up for it. I love talking to you. It's been fun. Let's do it more often for sure. I'm actually thinking, to be honest, I'm thinking about maybe trying to do my own little YouTube thing as well.
That is
So maybe
great. That would great.
I'll
That
do
would
it
be
and then
great.
I can have you on my show and then I'll come on your show. And
That would be awesome, man. That would be awesome. I really would like you to do it, man, because the effort that you're putting in this industry and your insights, your knowledge, you have a great following. People admire you. So, I mean, you should start it, man.
well, you've inspired me too, you know. So it's I'm happy I inspired you and you've actually inspired me a lot. And this is stuff I never thought I would do, to be honest. I was a few years ago, you could talk to a lot of my friends. I was kind of anti social media. I was not really at
Same
all.
here,
And
same here. I couldn't even take a pic and post. I mean, even my English, I've worked on it for this channel and all of this. I mean, it's been a
oh,
wild ride.
your English is amazing, brother. You speak better English than a lot of Americans, to be honest.
I mean, that is too nice of you. But
It's true. It's true.
yeah.
But
Anyways,
yeah, no,
let's
it's
yeah.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it's been fun talking to you, brother.
Yeah, so you can say bye to the crypto growth fam, that what I like to call them.
Bye, crypto growth fam. Hope everybody has a good week and keep your heads up. The market's changing. Everything's gonna be it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good bull market coming.
So guys, this was Crypto Viking with us. Do give him a follow on X. He is an amazing he is always active, an amazing positive person. And guys, like I always say at the end of the video, until next time, Stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.